Welcome to Better Always Women, where we talk about real-life changes affecting women in their 40s, 50s and beyond. This is the first episode of the Fast Forward 40 Plus, the Midlife Reset Series. If you have ever hit your 40s and suddenly thought to yourself, why am I gaining weight even though I am eating the same? Why do I feel more tired, more forgetful, or less like myself? Trust me, you're not alone. Today, we are diving into why it feels like everything starts to slow down for women after 40, especially when it comes to your body, your energy, and your metabolism. So, you ask yourself, what is really going on with my body? Here are the 7 things that are really happening to your body when you are in your 40s, and these are changes that every woman should know about. 1. Your hormones start to shift big time. Let's start with the biggest player, hormones. Around 40, things start to change quietly but noticeably. Your body slowly starts moving toward menopause, a stage called perimenopause. This is when estrogen and progesterone, your main female hormones, begin to drop. According to the North American Menopause Society, perimenopause can begin as early as your late 30s, with estrogen levels fluctuating unpredictably. If you didn't know, these two hormones don't just control your menstrual cycle, they affect your mood and energy, your sleep, your muscle tone, your weight, your libido. Yes, that too. As estrogen and progesterone continue to decline, your body goes through changes. You feel more tired even after a full night's sleep. You sleep poorly. You gain belly fat. Your anxiety increases and you tend to feel more anxious than usual. You feel like someone swapped out your body overnight. Trust me, you are not crazy. You are not lazy, it's biology. 2. Your metabolism slows down. Ever feel like just looking at cake adds 2 pounds? That is your metabolism talking. As estrogen drops, it affects how your body burns calories. Your resting metabolism, the calories you burn doing nothing, slows down and drops around 2% every decade after 20. By age 40, you are burning up to 100 fewer calories per day. That's the equivalent of gaining 10 pounds a year if you change nothing. This means you burn fewer calories even if you eat the same amount. Your body stores more fat, especially around the belly. It becomes harder to lose weight and easier to gain it. Ladies, this is a wake-up call. Hormonal changes in women start earlier and mimic that slow-down effect, especially when there is muscle loss. It's time to change how and when you eat. The good news is that your metabolism can still be fired up with the right approach. 3. Muscle loss kicks in. It often comes as a surprise, but we begin to lose muscle mass in our 30s, long before we feel old. This age-related muscle loss is called sarcopenia, and it speeds up later in midlife. Around age 40, we naturally start to lose muscle mass, around 1% per year if we're not doing strength training. Less muscle means we burn fewer calories. We feel weaker and more tired. Our body shape changes, even if our weight stays the same. Think of muscle as your body's fat-burning engine. When it shrinks, so does your calorie-burning power. Start strength training as early as possible, in your 20s if you can. Remember, this is your metabolic secret weapon after 40. But if you're over 40, it's not too late. Just remember, strength training is your metabolic superpower. Women who lift weights 2 to 3 times per week maintain 3 to 8% more lean muscle mass and have significantly lower rates of insulin resistance, according to the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research. 4. Sleep becomes a struggle. You might notice you have trouble falling asleep. You wake up frequently in the middle of the night, or you feel tired no matter how long you sleep. It's not your imagination. 70% of women over 40 report trouble sleeping during perimenopause, according to the Sleep Foundation. This is partly due to the fact that hormone changes mess with sleep quality. Estrogen and progesterone play roles in sleep regulation. Progesterone has a mild sedative effect, so when progesterone levels drop, some women experience more anxiety or lighter sleep. Estrogen also influences the sleep cycle. As estrogen production declines around menopause, it can become harder both to fall asleep and stay asleep. Another disruptor of sleep is stress. Career, family, and other responsibilities can weigh on your mind at night. Chronic stress is a major enemy of sleep. Hot flashes or night sweats severely disrupt sleep when frequent. Lack of sleep can mess with everything from your mood, cravings, and even how much fat your body stores. And guess what poor sleep does? It spikes cortisol, your stress hormone. High cortisol makes your body store belly fat and fuels cravings. So now you're tired and moody and craving donuts at 10 a.m. Welcome to the vicious cycle. 5. Stress hits harder. In your 40s, you're often juggling a lot. Aging parents, teenagers, demanding jobs, relationships, or all of the above. Your stress hormone cortisol may rise and stay high longer. High cortisol increases belly fat, disturbs your sleep, makes it harder to tell when you are really hungry or full, makes you feel anxious and overwhelmed. 6. Your body becomes more sensitive to carbs and sugar. After 40, carbs can lead to weight gain more easily. You may notice that eating a plate of pasta now makes you sleepy or bloated. You might experience energy crashes and have stronger sugar cravings, or find that carbs seem to stick to the waistline more. After 40, your body becomes less sensitive to insulin, the hormone that controls blood sugar. This means your blood sugar spikes more easily and crashes harder. That leads to fat storage, especially belly fat. Energy crashes. Increased risk of prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that insulin sensitivity drops significantly with age, especially in women entering menopause. This is why intermittent fasting or simply shortening your eating window can be so effective. It gives your insulin a break. 7. Brain fog is real for women. If you are forgetting names, misplacing your keys, or losing your train of thought mid-sentence, welcome to the club. It's not just getting older. Brain fog is a real, science-backed symptom of hormone decline. It's the combination of estrogen changes, poor sleep, stress, nutrient deficiencies, and sometimes just being overloaded with responsibilities. These episodes of brain fog or slight memory lapses can become more frequent in midlife, especially during perimenopause. If you're in your 40s, you may worry that you are losing your mental sharpness. Rest assured, menopause-related brain fog is real, but usually temporary and very common. But here's the truth, slowing down doesn't mean giving up. Yes, your body changes after 40, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. In fact, this is your time to take charge. Here is what helps. Lift weights 2 to 3 times a week, even just 20 minutes at home. Try intermittent fasting. Prioritize protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Avoid processed carbs. Get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Walk every day at least 5 to 10 minutes every top of the hour. Find stress relief that works for you. Talk to a doctor who understands midlife women health issues during perimenopause and menopause. Laugh more. After all, laughter is the best medicine. Try to stress less. Heal as often as you can. Ladies, turning 40 is not a downhill moment. This is the start of a new chapter, and it can be a good one. So try to understand your journey more clearly. Subscribe to Better Always Women for more wisdom, science-backed strategies, and real talk for women 40+. Share this with a woman who needs it. What's the one thing that changed for you after 40?